all well. I thought I'd pop on today and to record another video of all the beautiful pins we found in Disneyland Paris this past week. I know when I did it last week, everyone was so excited and I love to show them, so I thought I'd do that. But before I start, I'd just like to address the elephant in the room, and that is the early hours of this morning, Paris, France has announced that it's closed its borders to the UK. It was inevitable. We've got soaring cases of Omicron. So yeah, it was always going to be inevitable. I personally thought it was going to be because it was winter and, you know, flu and cold spread more then. But yeah, so they've closed the borders just to the UK because we're no longer in the EU. If we were still in the EU, they wouldn't be able to because we'd be classed as one country. But it's just us currently. Now, we're not actually due back to go to Paris for the next 6 weeks, and a lot can change. But I guessed this was going to happen. So do not worry. We bought lots and lots of merchandise back with us on this trip in case. It's always better to be prepared, isn't it? And with regards to the pins, I can't be in Paris every single week, as you're aware. And I have got the most amazing friends that pick up for us when I need it, when we're not there, and we help them, and it's so you've nothing to worry about. So as you can hear, it was one of them. We always knew it was going to happen, so yeah, I'm not worried, and so please don't you be either. And trust me, I have enough pins to open my own physical shop. But don't tell Phil. Going around, he said, "Do you need those, Karen?" I went, "Oh yes." Because you don't know, do you see? And I was right. So let's start off with the new releases. Every week in Paris, well, most weeks in Paris, they have new release pins. And you've got your open editions that are beautiful and huge. And then you've got your limited editions. Now, the difference with limited editions compared to other parts like Walt Disney World is they're much smaller size. So these ones here are limited edition of 700. They've actually got their own serial number if you like, on the back, and to get hold of them it's really difficult. It is really difficult to get these. What we had to do was enter a raffle 2 nights before to see if we got a ticket to be allowed to buy just 2 of each kind. We then went back on the next night to see if we could get last chance if there were any left to buy any more. And then we have to stand in an open purchasing queue. So there's like 3 ways of purchasing limited release pins, and most of them sell out within hours. It is crazy. So to get a limited edition French Disneyland Paris pin, it's not like getting a limited edition Walt Disney World. They are so unique, such smaller numbers. And the quality, it's beautiful. So I'll show you now. So if on your questionnaire you specified that you like limited edition pins, when you get them, you know that they're really worth their weight in gold, really. With them, if it's your collection, fantastic. But if you put on your questionnaire you don't mind if it's one of your preferences or not, they're fantastic for trading or even for resale. The value of the Paris limited edition pins are tremendous. So what happens when you purchase a pin box off us? We have 4 now. We had 2 last time and we have 4 now. What I've done is I've reduced the price of the smallest box because I wanted it to be more available to everybody, because we've all got budgets, and I was worried that, you know, we still wasn't hitting everybody who wanted to be able to purchase one. I didn't want to leave anyone behind. That's really important to us, really important. So we've now got our Pins de Paris box, and that is now £49, and that will have at least 4 Disneyland Paris pins. And the reason I say 4 is if they're all open edition pins, then you'll have a lot more. But if I put some limited edition pins in there as well, because they're a higher price, then you'll have at least 4 pins. The next price point is our Plus Pins de Paris, and that's £99, and that one hasn't changed at all. You'll have at least 8 pins in there. Again, a lot more if they're open edition. And on this questionnaire for this one, I also give you the option of jumbo pins. Now, if you choose jumbo pins, then obviously you're going to get less because the price of a jumbo is on average 50 to 60. So obviously you can't end up with 8 pins if you've had a massive jumbo. So there's different options there for you as well. Our next box is a new one, and it's our Encore Plus Pins de Paris, which is even more Paris pins. And that's £149, and that will have at least 12 Disneyland Paris pins in. And the reason I put that one on there is we have a lot of people that are purchasing the bigger box and the smaller box. And I thought if it's all in one, currently, well, we're still on the same platform for our website where you can't add multiple boxes in. You can just order it in one and you haven't got to worry about shipping and all the rest of that. So that's why I've done that. And then we also have a lot of people that purchase 2 or more of the bigger boxes. So we've then done our Le Grand, the big one. And that's £199, and that's got at least 16 Disneyland Paris pins. Now, I do send you a questionnaire when you place your order. Bear in mind time difference and the next day and what have you. But you will get a questionnaire, and I will ask you things like favourite characters, favourite films. Do you like seasonal pins? Do you like dated pins? If there's a new release set and it's one of your preferences, would you like one or would you like the set? If it's a new release set and it's not one of your preferences, would you like one or would you like a set? Do you like jumbo pins? Would you rather have more limited edition pins but less pins overall? So those are the sort of questions I ask you. So that it's done. These boxes are curated just for you. It's a mystery box, but it's done just for you, and that's what's really important. And I have so many people that put on there that if it's a new release, they want the set, or if limited edition, it doesn't matter, because as I said before, they're fantastic for trading or for actual resale value as well. So let's start off with this week's Cruella. Over in Disneyland Paris, Cruella is a really popular character, and we've got 2 here. And I'm going to take the back off the one so you can see on the one. And this is mine because I like to collect. I'm terrible. My collections are going bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger all the time. And if you can see just there, it says it's number 525 of 700. We come back out again. And that is the pin. And when you turn it over and look at it, it is beautiful. Look at that. And it's actually, oh, let's do this. It's a pin on pin. And that says winter 21. And that's a bit like, I felt a bit like that this winter. You know, when you're doing a million things and yeah. Yeah, it's like before and after the hair dye. But anyway. So that's that one. Oh, I love that pin. Right, let's show you the next one. Now this one is Bonne Année 2022, and that's a dangler, it's a hanging pin. And that one is, that's Bonne Année, that's good year. So it could be Happy New Year, Bonne Année. I need to look that up, don't I? And again, that's one of just 700. And with both of these, I have got lots of stock. So for anybody who's already purchased one, and if it was one of your preferences, you're fine. And if you haven't purchased a box yet, but you want to, then I've got stock available as well. Right, other pins. What else was released? We had the Genie pins. Look at this. And again, it's a pin on pin. Let's take this one out and show you. And here's a limited edition of just 700. And can you see, pin on pin? Isn't that beautiful? Genie scrubbing his back with a bath scrubber with his rubber duck in his hand. And of course, he's got his shower cap. I love this. And it's a limited edition of 700. So, yeah. And he's got like the neon sign, applause. So, yeah. I don't know what that means in French. I need to look this up, don't I? And then the other one is of him dressed as a bumblebee. So I don't know if this is going to be a theme that they do going forward, all different versions of Genie throughout the year. That'd be fab, wouldn't it? And again, a limited edition of 700. We then had some open editions, and we had 3 new animator pins, and these are open edition pins, and it's the new wave. It's wave 4. So you've got Aurora there, and they're beautiful. They're beautiful, and I know that for anyone who's got the first set, they go for a lot of money. So even if these aren't really your sort of collection, they're great to put away and save, because you never know, do you? You never know. So that's the Aurora one. They did 3. We've got a new Tinkerbell one there. Oh, there we go. So you've got Tinkerbell there with the pom-poms and a pumpkin. Oh, that's on the backing card. So you got her there. It's like a sketch pin. Really, really pretty. Then the one that I think will be the most popular is the Belle one. So if you're only collecting one, or you only want your own character, this is fantastic, because Belle in her blue dress, fantastic, with the rose. I mean, you couldn't get more perfect than that, could you? So those were the 3 animator pins that were released this week. We also had some Dalmatian open edition pins. Look at him. Look at him. It's just, yeah. And for anyone who wears glasses, do you not feel like that? I've just had some new reading glasses. I've had some black Ray-Bans. And yeah, I feel a bit like that. So he's already on my pin board in front of my desk. Because, yeah, I had to have a pin board in front of my desk. I mean, it just goes without saying, doesn't it? And then here, look at this, splashing in a puddle, and it's got one of our old telephone boxes. And that is a UK telephone box, something that was an iconic landmark. There's not many of them left now, because obviously everyone's got mobiles. And unfortunately, a lot got damaged and graffiti and what have you, but they've got the one in Epcot, haven't they? And so that is just, it's perfect. Again, it's a Paris pin. It's the Dalmatians, which was set in London, with a very British telephone box, and I love it when they do things like that. Absolutely love it. So that was another open edition. Then what else have I got? We had some releases the week before that I wasn't there for, but I still have. So that's why I say, don't you worry, because we're not worried. So we've got Pluto. That's a Christmas pin. Hot cacao. I hope I pronounced that right. That means hot chocolate. Oh, my word. And that's an open edition. But look at that backing card. And Joyeux, let me see if I can pronounce it right. Joyeux Noël. Joyeux Noël. Something like that. It means Happy Christmas. Happy do you know? Joyeux Noël is Christmas. So, yeah, beautiful pin. And then they bought another Christmas Chip and Dale, but he's not Chip and Dale. In Paris, he is Tic and Tac. That's their names. That's why it's got TT on it. Tic and Tac. And that's an open edition pin as well. And these pins I did show you last time. So let me get my board again. I still got the same pin on. I haven't changed it. But I mean, this is what you're looking at, the size of the pins compared to the American pins. They are so much bigger. I mean, there really is no comparison in the size. So that's why I love these pins. Even the open editions, which, I mean, let's face it, in Disney World, we don't tend to go crazy for, but they're different in Paris. They're amazing. Right, there was another release that I wasn't there for. We have Stitch. And it's the Pirates of the Caribbean. So we've got Stitch there. He's got Scrump behind him. He's his wingman. He's got his sword. Look at that. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. And this is an open edition pin. Love that. Then we've got Tic and Tac in that famous scene. So Chip has got the chocolate chip nose. So Dale is outside with the key. That's how I remember. How do you remember? And he's being the dog, laughing at Chip inside, who is locked in. They get into so much trouble, don't they, those two? and then we have Goofy with his lantern, head pirate. See, he reminds me so much of me, because he's a bit accidental and he's a bit like, yeah, and he's funny. So yeah, he reminds me of me, and he's huge. He's huge. Seriously, he's huge. Look. Yeah, absolutely huge. If anyone's wondering where I got my board from, this was gifted to me a couple of years ago by Graham Crafters over in America, and they made me loads of big pin boards that I gave away in box swaps. But yeah, they're fabulous, and it's like plywood. It's really light, fabulous for anything like this. Then there's more. There was another Christmas release, another Dalmatian release, and I wasn't there for the limited editions. But as I said, I will do my best, and I will do my very best not to let anyone down. So here you've got Pongo and Perdita, a limited edition of 700. And I have a lot of these, I do. In front of the Christmas tree. And look at the detail. You've got love hearts and you've got bones. A Dalmatian tree with bones. Talk about themed. And look at that big box, big present. It's beautiful. And there's only 700 of those. Then... again, I've got a lot of these, and this again is the limited edition 700, and there's actually a mirror there. It's actually a mirror. Can you see? Can you see? And you've got the wreath there, and 2021 Christmas, and I don't know who that is. Who's that? Is that Lucky playing up? It could well be, couldn't it? On the Christmas hearth, and it's beautiful. Then I only got a couple of these. These sold out really quickly, but I did get a couple, and so these are going to go into a couple of random boxes. I'm going to put everybody who likes the Dalmatians into names into a generator, and I'll put out a couple of names and they will get this pin. It's beautiful. I would love one, but I'm not keeping it. I'm going to make sure that those that have had the pin boxes get them. But look at that. It's 2 pins. 2 pins there. It's 20, that's the price there. And you've got Pongo and Perdita, Pulling Lucky. I don't know who else. I mean, that's just sensational. But yeah, I haven't got any spares of those. So those are all the new pins this week. So on this trip, we also found all the Eiffel Tower pins. So you've got Mickey there. These are open editions. We've got, oh, is that Tinkerbell, the purple? I can't remember. I don't know who that is, I have to say. If you know who that is, tell me. Then we've got Minnie with the bow. And then lastly, we've got Tinkerbell, which is the white with the purple. So we found those, but then I was so excited. Open editions sell out in Paris. They do. They sell out really quickly. Eventually, they may get them back. And they did. So we've got some more of the Small World Chip and Dale. We've got the Small World. We've got the Goofster. And then look, I wasn't able to get any of these the first time round. But look, I have got enough here for everybody. Trust me. And I love this because it's Stitch dressed up as a Moulin Rouge dancer, with the Eiffel Tower in the background with that wig on. I mean, does it get any better than that? Perfect. So there's that one. So if you've already had the Small World set off me and you want one of those, put that on your preferences. Then we've got Goofy there in his gondola for Italy. I love that. Have you been? I've been on a gondola. It was fantastic. I mean, it cost you like a kidney, 2 arms and a leg, but you know. You've then got the Small World, the actual pin itself. And then, and this is all an open edition set, and then I love this. I mean, it's, oh, the colour's gone a bit strange there. Let's go in the light. You've got Chip and Dale there. You've got Dale with the UK flag. That's our UK, United Kingdom flag. And that's a combination of all 4 flags put together. And then you've got Chip over here, standing by a beefeater in front of London Bridge. And those are 2 separate pins. And that was a whole set, and I've got plenty of those left. So I hope that's helped. Those are all the new release pins that we were able to find on this current trip, and that my wonderful friends were able to pick up for us when we weren't actually in the park as well. So yeah, just beautiful pins. And yeah, I hope that's helped. I hope you've enjoyed that. And there you go. Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get to Paris ourselves soon, but if not, then there's no need to worry. But thank you so much, everybody. Thanks for watching. And I'll put at the bottom in the description box, you've got all the links for the website. Because I know when you first go to a website, you're always a bit nervous, aren't you? You're like, is that the real website? Or so all the links down below will take you directly to the website. And we put all the Paris boxes to the top now so that they're easier to find. But thanks so much for watching. Be good, be kind. Please keep yourselves really, really safe. That's the most important thing. And I'll see you really soon. Bye for now, everyone. Bye.